Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're just going to tap into physical health and see what spirit needs you to be doing, or at least paying attention to, or focusing on, or where to look, that sort of thing. Healing, inspiration, maybe some ideas on what you can do at this time that would benefit you in your journey at this time. I'm going to do this by quadruplicity, so we're going to go ahead and start off this reading with the cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, and I'll timestamp in the description box, okay? Let's get started. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, let's see what Spirit has for you. Try to make this pretty quick so it's easy to load quickly. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, physical health, healing, inspiration, to-dos. Pulling a couple from the Signs and Scenes deck. These could be like areas of focus, things to be on the lookout for, okay? You have 777 on the shadow side, okay? So really it's a redirect to the light side and tap into inner child. So maybe there's some physical activities that are fun to do that would, your inner child, maybe something from your childhood that you would have enjoyed, right? Where you can actually kind of like be introspective as well and think about things, okay? Now, with it being on the shadow side, perhaps maybe aiming for things that aren't expensive tasks, okay? Try to think of things that are free that you can do, or just out there in nature, right? I'm just thinking of the green and, the pentacles aspect of this card, something more tangible, but maybe something that doesn't require a lot of like financials to do, okay? So go out and find a lot of like free activities that maybe your inner child would love, right? You also have 555 on the light side, something that you're going to have to strategize and make room for, okay? You might have to do some schedule shifting, all right? And bring it into the tangible, all right? So the universe may actually be providing you some opportunities. So just pay attention to what's going on around you, okay? You want to feel like you're in the light side with that 777, right? So that typically is good luck and opportunities that Spirit's bringing forth to you, a sense of protection, okay? But sevens could be significant as well, so just flip it, okay, when you see it. So let's pull from the Life Purpose Oracle, see if there's any ideas from Spirit here. Let's get a couple. We'll get one more. Okay. You have leadership, so you're just something you'll be taking the charge of, right? Physical activity. And given that it's like strategize, make room, and schedule, maybe it's like a physical routine of sorts, okay? You also have talk to your angels, okay? Maybe some activities that can also help you tap into your crown and your upper chakras a little bit as well. There's plenty of physical activities that you can do that, like walking meditations, as well as like Tai Chi or Qigong or something like that, okay? Swimming even, all right? Then you have let go. So obviously there's some problem solving that, you might have to pick and choose battles on with whatever options that you do have. Maybe there's some competition going on with whatever activities you choose, okay? So that might give you a clue as to what you'll find in your area. Maybe it's also a practice as well for being in large crowds or something. I'm also seeing that with the let go, right? Where you're going to see people kind of like all different personalities and energies coming together for something, right? So maybe there's some sort of event that's happening at, or some group crowded thing, okay? I'm also thinking of like crazy busy gyms, like that kind of thing as well. Or classes that might fill up quick, right? But let's see what else for your physical spirit. Let's get a couple from the animal spirit guides. All right, you have Humpback whale, so maybe swimming is a big one, okay? Music is also important physically, okay? Singing, playing an instrument, or listening could also just be a physical activity with set to music, right? Like that could be an exercise playlist, okay? You also have Pueo, Hawaiian owl. Ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. They might be guiding you towards activities that would be good for you at this time for your physical. Chimpanzee, use both intuition and intellect to solve problems and get answers, okay? So you might have to like do both and feel it out as well as kind of like look at the logistics, right? Let's get a few from the mermaids. Okay, one more. All right, you have discernment. Here's your intuition and intellect. Trust is going with the flow. All right. Breaking free, could talk about cord cutting, disconnection. It could also just be the letting go, right? But it seems like you're going to be in a situation, these physical things you're going to be doing, the to-dos, could involve teams or working with others, right? Here she is getting all entangled by competition with this octopus, right? And I'll look into it as well. You also have healing. This is typically with others, okay? So maybe there's some sort of group thing going on. I'm going to kind of move these a little bit here. And you have waiting. So maybe there's something you might have to exercise some patience on or decide to go for it, okay? There may be some timing aspect with that as well. So maybe there's like deadlines or, you know, like a deadline to apply for something, apply for a class or a seminar or, you know, something along those lines, okay? Let's see what breaking free can bring us as well. Okay, so breaking free does talk about having too many commitments, right? Like being entangled in your commitments. So you're going to need to have a little bit of free flow as well for yourself, okay? Some flexibility. It's okay to say no sometimes, so don't overcommit. And it may even give you an opportunity to discern karmic energies around you as well and actually practice cord cutting. That's a possibility as well. Okay, let's see what else healing has to say as well. With regards to physical. Healing with others. So maybe healing energy like Reiki or something, because that's also what it's kind of talking about, like the healing arts. So you may want to do that. Something that makes you feel energized and uplifted. Okay. Also being out in the sun. That's another clue. Could also just be a vitamin D deficiency. All right. So that could also be dietary. Okay. And then waiting. Maybe some things will take a while to produce results, right? Like you don't drop 100 pounds overnight. You don't all of a sudden turn your physical health around overnight. Your physical health takes a while to recover. So you may be going, and as you go through ascension too, especially when every molecule is moving way faster energetically, it's hard for our physical body to catch up. So this could be also you paying attention to that as well, right? As you go through ascension, just pay attention to your body and address it calmly and, patiently, okay? Don't do anything too drastic, just make slow changes. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see if there's anything else with this waiting. Mindfulness techniques might be helpful, being more in the present. There you go. Okay. Like that. I like that. All right, let's see what Izzy's deck might provide. I'm going to get a few identifiers for what the Aries Collective could do at this time. Let's see. Okay, places, activities where you might actually have to drive to. That's what I'm saying. Maybe get on a highway or a freeway. And it's going to be challenging because it's the highway to hell. Maybe incorporating some magic for your physical well-being. That's a literal adaptation of that card for me. But it could also just be you manifesting change, right? Like actually taking the initiative, okay? No, it could also just be self-care, spell work, and then focus on wherever Libra is in your chart as well, okay? And aim to also heal aspects of that. And you can't see those, okay. All right. Let's see what we can get from the New Orleans Oracle. Please and thank you, Spirit. Share your gifts. Okay. Okay. You have let loose, so just have fun with it, okay? That's Mardi Gras right there. So maybe it is an event too. There are events you could probably go to for free that are physical and fun and involve dance and music, which is exactly what Mardi Gras, involves, okay? You also have share your gifts here. So there may be some physical healing gifts that you have. Maybe that will give you a clue, okay? Or physical healing gifts that you've considered looking into. That would be a good time to actually branch out and try that out for your physical well-being, okay? And end of cycle is all just about new beginnings, endings, and new beginnings. So maybe something that you had unfinished business with, right? Maybe a project or a task or an activity that you tried, but maybe you had tried pre-awakening, and now maybe it's a time to try it again, now that your light quotient is different, and you may be responding to it differently, right? Because your energy has changed. All right. Now let's see what your ancestor spirits have to say for Aries Spirit. What do we have? For their physical health and well-being, inspiration, tangible to-dos. Please and thank you. I do want to get kind of a couple here. All right, you have awaken your inner shaman, connect, invoke, and heal, okay? And you have interact and relate, community, family, and traditions, so that could give you an indication too. Mardi Gras is definitely a tradition, right? It's celebratory for an entire community, right? And it has meaning to them. So maybe it's something similar to that. Could be some sort of community festival that offers up cultural tradition, places where you can find healing. I'm also seeing like powwows with this, okay? So, I mean, think outside the box of where you're at in terms of what kinds of activities you can do physically that would be good for your physical being. You know, it might provide an opportunity to walk around a lot or explore or something along those lines, okay? Let's see what. Awaken your inner shaman. You're a natural healer and hold the ability to connect to the restorative light of the universe for yourself and others. It is time to embrace or further your healing path. You have been using these gifts for a long time, over many lifetimes. Each person heals in their own way. You may use words, your hands, or energy to nurture others. Explore different aspects and modalities of the healing arts. Okay, so just more about the healing arts. Massage, Reiki, or something that opens you as a channel for rejuvenating energy. You can use anything you learn to benefit yourself and others. When you are healing others, surround yourself with golden light so you do not become drained. When you're ready, invoke the healing energy of the shaman and pass your knowledge on to others. Okay. Interact and relate. Your spirit shines brightest when you share your energy with others. You are not meant to travel through life alone. Okay, so this is just going out and being in your community, like Lots of people, right? Spirit has sent people and animals. Okay, so animals may be significant as well, okay? For you to interact and share your life with, reconnect with someone you haven't seen for a while or haven't spent enough time with lately. And since animals were brought up too, maybe there's a pet you can spend more time with and do more physical activities with as well. Okay, so take that how it resonates. I'm going to pull 4 from the Kipper just to get a general idea of areas of life to consider with regards to your physical health, okay? And then we'll see what pops up. Just going to pull them all right now. Okay, exactly what we've been talking about. All right, cool. What else? All right. First card out, you have number 9, change. This is a card of movement, right? Like getting moving and grooving. You, again, with the travel, you might have to go places to do this. Get on a highway. That's what I'm saying too. And there's your animals as well. Horse-drawn carriage. You know, maybe horses are significant. You do see that with the unicorn over there, Pegasus as well. Let's see. I think that's an alicorn. I think that's what they're called. Pegasus with a horn. It's an alicorn. Okay. You know, also with, you know, the whale and the owl and the chimpanzee. So it may be just like you go in places that have lots of different animals, right? As well. That's possible too. That's a good option. Being around other animals might be hugely helpful for getting you out and about. Animals are going to be important. Zoo events might be important too at this time. Sanctuary or rescue events might be a good one. Things that you can volunteer. You did have that feeling broke, right? Think volunteer. That sort of thing. Okay. You also have 4 meeting. That's all just about starts with new acquaintances and stuff. So you're going to go out and meet new people out in the community there. Okay. 32, grief and sorrow. Maybe it's something that'll kind of give you some endorphins. Just immediately thought of that Lee Blonde quote. Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't shoot their husbands. That's exactly what I just heard. Oh, Spirit, you funny. So maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it's exercise. All right. Like that's entirely it. So, you know, reversing the grief to your endorphins and make you happy, you know. Right. 13 breaks down to 4. You have rich man here. So there may be an entrepreneurial aspect to this. You may get some ideas for some new business venture or something, some new project, or maybe give you an idea of new projects to try, right? That is kind of like a beginner's, you know, sort of the male maiden of the deck, right? Good with numbers, right? So there may be numbers involved with whatever helps you physically. So take that how it resonates. We're going to get final guidance here from the Magical Dogs Tarot. All right. With regards to your physical, I would also check out your any air element in your chart that's significant. Okay. You have the Ace of Swords here, but in the reverse. All right. So this could indicate chaos in this deck. So there may be a lot of like options and it just seems all over the place, right? So having the time to kind of strategize and make room will help organize that, right? Don't allow confusion to be in the air. Make solid choices, right? Make good decisions that are going to benefit your physical health. Don't let your mind run over time, okay? So maybe you've been feeling doubtful as to what to do physically. Just go do it. Like, find little things you can do. Remove the confusion from it. Don't try to be all over the place, right? Don't really overcommit yourself, because that was also another thing talked about. Don't overcommit yourself, right, to any one particular thing. but to kind of like break up your commitments into smaller pieces, right? And again, with the mindfulness meditations, quieten your mind to seek epiphany of inner truth, okay? So in the situations that you're trying for at this time. All right, there you go, Aries. Check your other placements, okay? Bye. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what Spirit suggests for physical healing, health, inspiration, tangible to-dos. Get some ideas. All right. At this time, bounce out to physical energy. All right, let's get a couple here from the signs of Sinks. Okay. You have 111 on the light side, okay? So whatever you've been thinking about doing and manifesting is going to come through. Follow your intuition, okay? Your thoughts create your reality. So this could be a reassurance or heads up as well when you see. What I'm getting from it is you also have something that's going to be emotional healing with the blue, okay? Blue's also about truth and justice and communication, so you're going to get some communication regarding what you can do further, okay? So pay attention to like your mail, okay? That's what I'm thinking as well. Things that are tangibly manifesting as far as communication. Maybe there's an idea in one of those advertisement mailers they always send, or political mailers or something that pops up, okay? So there may be a hidden kind of idea in those as well. Gold, prosperity, abundance, masculine energy, the sun, any sun activities may be good. I'm sensing you might also have to drop a little chump change on whatever activities you're going to be doing. Go within budget, okay? That's all I can say. Personal power, maybe there's going to be some physical strength too, like physical exertion, activity, okay? Something out in the sun. Let's get a few from the Light Purpose Oracle, please, Spirit. I'm actually going to do that. You have crystals. Maybe working with crystals or gemstones for physical healing, okay? There's going to be something in books that'll give you an idea too. Maybe something having to do with school. So maybe there's classes or seminars regarding physical health that you can do at this time. Let's get, all right, that's not helpful. That's helpful. Crystal's book school. One more. Oh, we got two more. Okay. Something out in nature with this environmentalist card. Okay. Even working with animals too. And travel. Something that gets you at the house. Could be local travel too. All right. And that could be where your, chump change is coming from. Is really just kind of lining that up. So maybe it's like, overnight spots, right? Maybe that's something you can start incorporating once a month, right? Or even just like an all-day thing too, given the sun that's there, right? All-day events. But you might have to travel to them. Okay, let's get a few from the animals. All right, you have shark. Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. You have seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. There's a lot of water going on here. Music, humpback whale, is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening, okay? All those animals rely on water. That's a seagull can't go too far from the ocean, right? So sharks need to live in the ocean or they'll die. And humpback whales too. So it's a little difficult for them to get beached to go back out in the ocean. So they're too big. These are also big animals here. Okay, seagulls are actually pretty big by comparison to other ocean birds. There may be messages I'm also hearing from the music and the gull there. So think of these animals and what they do, okay? Maybe you might want to go beachside, or go swimming or something along those lines, all right? Lakes, ponds, pools, the ocean. Okay. All right, let's get a few from the mermaids. Anything else, Spirit? For Cancer. Apparently you want the crabs to go back to the sea, so that's going to be hugely important for you. All right, what else? All right. Okay. Oh, it's literally, yeah, you're going to be going swimming. You have dive deep. Dive deep could mean literally like deep diving, right? So maybe, yeah, swimming, diving deep, right? Could be a big one. This also talks about your shadows as well. So maybe there's something that you feared doing, and that would be a good way to apply that healing, okay? Find things you used to love as well. Things that are just makes you super joyous. Something lighthearted and positive, and something you might have to plan for, okay? Especially with that travel, I'm seeing that as well, okay? So however that resonates for you, and maybe even prep for too. You might, like for example, those that want to go scuba diving off coral reefs and stuff, they actually have to take classes and things, okay? That could be your books in your school, right? They actually have to do a certain number of training hours with their gear, right? That could be something like that, okay? There may be like certifications required in order to do that activity, right? That's just an example. Take how it resonates. All right, but it could be a lot of things. Let's see what else. Let's see what Izzy's deck has for you to describe. Okay. You have contracts. Can't get it on screen for you. Lucky number 7. So there may be some sort of agreements you might have to sign for these activities. Maybe like, you know, liability or something along those lines. You're really going to have to kind of look into it. Maybe it's a situation you're going to have to stalk, right? Like you're going to have to really research and do recon about, okay? And really just stay pursuant on it. So stalk in a decent way, not in a, you know, sociopathic way. All right, so let's get, I'm feeling like we need to fill up here. Let's get some more ideas from the New Orleans Oracle Spirit for Cancer. Okay, something that had ended before, or you might be reconsidering turning back on again, right? Something that had been left out in the cold, right? That's an ending leading to new beginnings. Maybe something that had been emotionally destructive before your awakening, right? Before elevating and evolving more. And now you're ready to kind of go back and tackle it, right? Again, with that fear, that dive deep, yeah. What else? All right, whatever it is, you just keep going. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? 724 may be significant, as well as 7. Well, 7 again, you got another 7. 13 breaks down to a 4. Patience, okay? Something that's going to have to be deeply rooted. Maybe this might be something that turns into a long-term hobby or a long-term business idea, right? You do have that with that gold energy as well. This could be something that gives you an idea of how to make some money. Let's keep pulling. 6, gratitude. Okay. Something truly happy, joyous, abundant. You have 31, duality here. Trying to see if you can see that last stand. So something that's balanced, right? You do have earth, air, water, and fire there, okay? And actually the fire is rooted to the core of the earth, as well as the water being connected to the air, to the cosmos. So everything is kind of like well balanced together, right? Different, but in harmony, okay? One more. Ooh, all right. So maybe you might be working all the elements in an evenly keeled kind of way with this. 16 breaks down to a 7, compassionate of companionship. Compassion could be compassion as well. I also see this as like sort of like the 3 of Cups. It could be celebratory. It could be with friends. You know, three's company, you know, kind of thing, right? They're all holding their cups and they're all flying around. They're all super colorful. So like it could be very celebratory, you know, definitely with that energy there. And that gratitude card is a parade. I forget what the name of the parade is, but yeah, it's not Mardi Gras. It's a different one. It's like where they celebrate music and be really happy about life, right? So it could be you're doing this with others as well, and maybe there's a contract involved, right? Maybe it goes from personal to business overnight or something like that, right? Although I'm getting a sense it won't go overnight because of the patience and the waiting there, but you know, maybe it's something that you can mull over, right? Like you have time to really decide if you really feel that that's for you, right? That could be a new beginning for you, all right? Bunnies do signify fertility, so this might be providing some seeds for ideas of things, birthing new concepts, new things, right? All right, let's get a few from the ancestor spirit. For Cancer. One more. Okay, perfect. All right, first one out, you have nature spirits, elves, fairies, and rock formations. Now, this card really talks about not just going out and, you know, grounding and earthing with guiding, really like being in nature. It really specifically says rock formations. Like you're going to have connections with elves and elementals and your spirits and, you know, all the spirit energies, you know, that are there looking out for you, right? Specifically around rock formations. So this could be anything from rock climbing. This could be cliff diving. This could be like all kinds of things with this, all right? But anywhere where there's water and rock, so it'd be extremely like helpful in identifying, okay, for you. You also have be thankful. Here's your gratitude again, appreciation and harmony. So maintaining that balance. Okay. It's also going to be something that's going to give you little mini miracles. I really sense that mini miracle thing, right? Go with the flow, let go, rest, and manifest, okay? So I'm also seeing these are activities that will give you moments of rest, okay? Where you can kind of just sit there and be in the present, all right? Thinking about what it else is that makes you happy and that you want to do, right? Maybe in between these celebrations and travels, that's where you can have an opportunity to rest, or you could be traveling to rest, right? Okay. So I'm going to pull out the Kipper. We're going to get 4 general areas of life that maybe your physical healing can be attributed to, or where you can go find and look further out there in the world. Let's get 4, Spirit, please. 4 different ones. This isn't going to be a spread or a story. Okay. One more. Oh, we're going to have to clarify that. All right. First one out, you have 28, breaks down to a 10, expectations. That's pretty much your 3 months patience card. It's exactly like waiting and patience, except with an air of that temperance and going with the flow and being thankful, right? So this could indicate that maybe whatever it is you're doing is going to be happening for at least a few months. Or whatever you're going to have to plan, right, that requires this finance, because I do see that with the second card up, right, may be happening in a few months. Okay, so keep your eyes peeled. 27 breaks down to a 9, unexpected money. Okay, that could be just that unexpected abundance, happiness, you know, gratitude. Maybe coming with this, but this could also just be you might have to wait to be able to finance it because you're going to be working with others. And I definitely see that with Mr. Entrepreneur here showing up. Okay, so you may be going someplace with someone that you know that happens to be, wealthier, maybe younger than you, or at least somebody in their 20s or 30s, okay? I also see 24 breaks down to 6 with thievery here. And I'm getting really a sense of just being mindful of energy vampires, right? Or maybe this person is coming from an energy vampire situation and needs the rest just as much as you do. So makes perfect sense for you to connect, right? And like sort of tag team some physical things that you can be doing in the tangible, right? For your physical health. Let's clarify thievery. Okay, 3 popped up immediately. We have 25 high honors, 31 short illness. Interesting, and prison wanted to show up in the reverse. So maybe this is like freeing from an unhealthy situation, right? That's been divinely guided for this man. And that's what the thievery is. Or that could be you, all right? Whatever. Think freedom, think healthy, something that's not going to make you sick, something that's actually going to improve your immune system, right? So think that as well. And then just follow your intuition and be intuitively guided to where everything is, right? Kind of interested what this is going to turn out to be. Tell me what this is in the comments. I'm curious. Love this. All right, let's get some final guidance for you, Cancer. I'm going to use the Doggo Tarot and see if we can pull any other bits and pieces. All right. You have the 10 of Fire in the reverse. It's the 10 of Wands, but in the reverse. I'm putting them in the upright. It's like getting a sense of removing a lot of burdens, right? Getting a lot of things off your chest, removing too many commitments. So maybe that might be something you have to worry about, is there might be a lot of commitments involved. And not all of them are necessary, right? In reverse, overburden, taking on too much, overextension, struggle, overwork. So be sure not to do that. You're shouldering the responsibility for everyone, and you don't have to. You take it all on when others who are happy and capable of lending a hand. So that you're going to also have to kind of work together. So whatever this is, don't feel like you have to do it alone, right? You're going to have some folks with you. You're going to probably meet people on the way, somewhere where it's like more communal and working together, like you see here. Okay, they're working together. Also talks about releasing extra clutter and sharing load. A burden shared is a burden halved. So maybe you'll be one half of a puzzle, of a dynamic duo in something. I can see that as well. Could also be a dynamic trio, all right? So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Hopefully that helps. Go follow your other placements as well, okay? Bye. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what Spirit has to suggest for you for your physical health, whatever healing or inspiration or activities, maybe. We'll see what comes up. Just to give you an idea of where to look, what to think about, what will vibe with you. Okay? So we're going to pull a couple from Signs and Sinks. Let's see what comes up. All right, first one out, you have 9/11. Stay positive. So new doors opening that are positive. A chance to reinvent self after hardship. Okay. You have 888 on the light side. Success, progress, mind, body, soul alignment, earned wealth, and abundance. So this could very well be something that is successive. There may be some steps to it, making progress. Maybe new levels, different levels to level up with. Could be something you might have to invest a little bit into, or could give you an idea of what to invest into as far as money-making opportunities, right? This would be earned wealth. Maybe something that people will pay you for. That's also physical. That could be it as well. For those that already do Reiki or, or are physical trainers or something like that, right? Okay, massage therapists. All right, let's get a few. Just sort of play it by ear here. Life purpose oracle. Other ideas, spirit, suggestions. All right, first one out. You have crystals. Something working with crystals, maybe. You also have animals, maybe being around animals or having to do with animals. You have trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Okay, so maybe it's in your dreams. Okay. We also have author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. This could also just be about books. Maybe there's something in a book that you have, or maybe there's a book that you've written about something that would give you an idea. Maybe it's already there, right? Career change. Interesting. Something you haven't done before. Or maybe it's something where it's not something you were previously doing immediately, right? Teaching. Maybe it's an activity you can teach. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Let's get some animal spirits. But it gets you physically moving for physical health. All right, you have humpback whale. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. I also see humpback whales as really good swimmers. Goose. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. So whatever this is will allow you opportunity to rest and recuperate, or will sort of require you to. Maybe it requires a lot of stamina or endurance, right? Walrus. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. So think about what's been around you, right? Maybe things that you hadn't noticed before, right? Because it's something that, you need to pay more attention to, right? And remain vigilant about the current situation, right? Let's see what the mermaids have to say. Get a few more ideas here. All right. Okay. You have breaking free. Let's see where that is. Okay, that's not going to help. Breaking free. Can you see that? Much better. That's about cord cutting, but also avoiding too many entanglements or commitments, right? Then you have awareness, using your intuition through the process, but also something that you need to pay attention in your current situation. Okay, keep going. Light, positivity. Let's get one more. Something that really makes you happy, okay? And again, with that abundance, could probably actually be bringing in abundance as an option, okay? Belly dancing just came to mind. I just thought of, like, the accoutrement around the belt, right? Like with the crystals and stuff. Little trinkets. So some kind of dance that's like that might be also a possibility here too. Trying to think of all the adorned oriented type of dances out there. There's a lot of them. So think outside the box on that. All right. Could be tribal with the animals. All right, let's get a couple from Izzy's deck. So we're going to need boundaries as well. That's also what breaking free is from. Maybe a good boundary practice as well. Next 72, you may be doing something and it's going to require a little bit of protection. Maybe you'll be around karmic energies, right? In the course of doing these activities, okay? So you're just going to have to like maintain your own personal protection and boundaries. This could also be something that you forgot about and is now coming back, right? Maybe they're clearer, right? Maybe you'll get some sort of epiphany about it in 72 hours. Let's get some more ideas from New Orleans Oracle. All right, first one out, we have 6, gratitude. So something that's happy and celebratory. That's also one of the parades in New Orleans as well. So it may be like a public gathering or a public place or some kind of celebration. Probably not as large as, excuse me, hair in my mouth, okay. Probably not as large as Mardi Gras, but probably significant, right? 33, create your reality, whatever you're manifesting. Could also involve lots of color and butterfly, some kind of transformation, butterflies, dragonflies, that sort of thing. Something where you're going to be able to really tap into your high priestess and really practice intuition. Even connect with the moon, that's possible too. Maybe there's things in your dreams you're seeing. I also see her as earth coming out of fire. Normally when you think of a bonfire, it's fire coming out of earth, right? The other way around. Okay, you got 12, self-care, so meditation. All right. All around energy cleanse. 11, signs, follow the signs, okay? They might lead you, dreams, can't make it up, all right? And 32, growth. I'm really seeing that as just communing with Gaia, coming up with new ideas, lots of seeds of possibilities with your healing for your physical, okay? I'm seeing water, I'm seeing that rainbow aura there. Oh, I guess that's an aurora. Right, just so all around balance, right? Tapping and doing physical, go outside, swimming. I'm seeing swimming as well as possible. I could also see that as maybe this would be for someone that's pregnant, right? More kind of Lamaze type of classes or something like that as well. Just thinking of her pregnant baby there with the earth. Or maybe activities that pregnant women can do, right? That most wouldn't even think of until they get pregnant, right? Or helping somebody that is pregnant with their exercise. That's possible. I can see that. All right, let's get a few from the ancestor spirit. Please and thank you for Libra. Anything else? Okay. Oh my goodness. We got more water. All right. First one out, you have connect with water. All right. Ocean, water, spirits, and hydrate. So maybe drinking more water too. Swimming, spiritual baths, that sort of thing. Anything connecting you with water. Okay. This is pretty open. All right. You have answer the call. Someone in a boat on water. The Vikings. Okay. Answer the call. Explore. Travel might be needed. Okay. Even if it's just, getting on a rowboat or something, right? That could be it. That could be very good exercise on water. Yeah. Kayaking, canoeing, that sort of thing. Rafting. Okay. Also, find your voice. Express yourself, open up, and sing out. Okay. So using your throat chakra would be good too. I'm also I'm picturing like campfires and kumbaya with that as well. Just thinking of all my summer camp at Lake Arrowhead adventures. All right. Let's pull 4 from Kipper Spirit. general areas to look in for Libra, okay, regarding physical things, maybe where they can find activities. Okay, so the first one out you have is male. So this could indicate somebody you're doing it with, right? Maybe a middle-aged masculine, or maybe it's an activity that is being hosted by a middle-aged masculine, right? Or where middle-aged masculines would be known to go. Okay. 17, a gift. Oh, could be something celebrated around a holiday, birthday, special anniversary, that sort of thing as well. That could be timing, maybe the next gift-giving holiday for you. Okay. Maybe this maybe one of these activities will be gifted to you by a male. Or someone in their masculine energy, right? In their emperor energy, because that's what I see in this deck for that. 18, small child, could involve children, literally, or could be something totally new, a new beginning in something, all right? And it's definitely for your health. 31, short illness. Let's clarify. Could also be bed related, right? Sleeping related. Nighttime possible too, especially with that moon. Maybe something you do instead of sleeping. Clarify short illness. That did want to come up in the reverse. So definitely a new beginning in something that's different. Maybe an idea that you had that you kind of closed on and now can open. All right. Take that how it resonates. All right, let's get final guidance from the Doggo Tarot. Let's see what pops up for Libra. All right, you have Tower. The Tower. This could just be realizations. This could be something totally shocking and different. Events, sudden events, right? Could be dramatic. And maybe that's why you need to have some boundaries, right? So whatever's coming up where you're going to need some boundaries, that's going to put you in survival mode. Feels revolutionary, like maybe there's a change up or something, a release, right? Your environment is suddenly very unstable. Maybe it's something in your environment that happens. And it allows you to kind of hold off on dealing with that and focus somewhere else. Like it redirects your attention, right? Something about resources. Maybe it's the resources that is going to prevent you from doing stuff, right? But it's only temporary, whatever it is, okay? But that will clue you in as to what it might be about as well, things that you can be doing, right? Like there may be some sort of shocking thing. I'm also seeing that rock and rock climbing as well. Yeah, especially this little guy right here. Do you see that? See how he's like hanging onto the side of the rock with his paws? He's got his other back paws kind of nestled in there. But you can easily jump down. So it's nothing like majorly high up, right? So whatever challenges you'll have are probably really not that high up, right? Maybe you'll get over fears with this process too, with whatever you're going to be doing. All right. I'm just seeing if I can scan a little bit here, see if there's anything else I see that pops up. I think that's what I have for you at the moment, Libra. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, last of the cardinal signs. What the Spirit has for you, suggestion-wise, regarding physical health, healing, inspiration, things you can do in the tangible. All right, you have red feather. Let's see if I can actually just put that here. Red feather, time of spiritual growth, gifts are appearing. So maybe there's like tangible gifts showing up. Maybe it'll be more obvious to you. Check your mailbox, okay? Psychic powers are strong. You'll know what this is when it comes. Karma reminder, find balance. So maybe something having to do with balancing, okay? 222. Going with the flow, trusting the universe to provide those opportunities for you. Pay attention, okay? Red is about your root chakra, blue is about your throat chakra, and the orange is about your sacral, so it could have something to do with that. Tying all those things together. Something grounded, rooted, maybe creative. Something honest to who you are. I'm pulling from the Life Purpose Oracle now. I'm just going to pull a bunch. Okay, what did I say about the creative? All right. First one out, you have school. So maybe going to school will give you some answers. Or maybe it'll be something you learn at school. Books, some kind of connection through books. Books may give you some inspiration as what to do. Maybe this might be inspiration for writing a book. I see that as well. You have flowers, working with flowers, floristry, gardening. Those are all physical things that are really good for your health. Going to nurseries, gardens. I'm trying to think wherever else you can engage with flora. All right. Creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So there's your sacral chakra as well. This could be nurturing as well. I just think of all those topiaries, you know, at Disney and stuff. Those were nurtured, you know, cultivated to grow that way, right? Because they had to shape, like, basically they had the right kind of plant, right? That would actually easily go in between chicken wire, and then that they can easily just trim when they needed to, give it a haircut, and just have it go down to the chicken wire, right? And it would be shaped in all the characters and all of that. So maybe it's something like that. Maybe you'll be doing some sort of bonsai or something, right? Like I'm thinking that as well. Let go. So there may be some problems to walk away from, or, you know, be diplomatic through or figure out, okay? And not get too attached to, all right? You might need to be more in the present moment with these activities. That might be another thing as well. Mostly because you're going to be tuning into a meditative state, right? You'll be getting some downloads during this physical process. All right. Let's get a few from the animals. Let's see. You have Meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. So maybe these could be group activities. Meetup just came to mind. Check that out. Pueo. Hawaiian owl. Guides are offering guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. And seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. All right. And cheetah. Get clear on intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve goals. Okay. So whatever this is, I'm also seeing that yeah, I'm feeling swimming too. But like, you know, team swimming, like laps and stuff, diving, that sort of thing, where you need to kind of move quick, get clear on intention, stay focused, right, to achieve a goal. Otherwise, you might drown. I'm also thinking water because of the emotional healing as well. Okay? And something where you're going to have to definitely, like, pay attention to your intuition as well in group settings. Okay. All right, let's see what else we can pull. See what we can see from the mermaids. Please and thank you, spirits. for Capricorn. What else? Okay, breaking free, cord cutting. Also avoiding too many commitments and entanglements. A little good old R&R, some kind of rest and relaxation. An activity that will provide that opportunity. Definitely something for self-love and the love of others. New friends, okay, meeting new people, new soul tribe. And just being gentle and grateful and patient. So it's going to be like a smooth activity, right? It'll feel graceful, but you're going to have to be tactful at the same time with that cheetah. Now, of course, this could be more than one thing, right? Let's get a few from Izzy's deck. See what else for Capricorn spirit. Okay, something you might have to make plans for, or at least schedule plans around. Something known, something where you might get recognized, you know, for doing. Maybe it's something out in public, okay? Maybe quick things, easy, quick plans, right? What else? The ambulance there. And this weekend, maybe something will pop up for you, okay? As an example, I'm thinking meetup. Something like meetup always has schedules. Usually last minute planning too. That's what I'm thinking of as well. Maybe there's an idea there. Let's see what the New Orleans Oracle can suggest. All right, you have Create Your Reality, 33, and Elusive Priestess, 5. Something with the moon, something having to do with transformation. Maybe something that'll get you in the present moment with nature. Something that'll improve your upper chakra use. Cleanse, activate, protect. What else? One more. Oh, we could do a couple more. All right. Music healing. Okay. Involving music, dance, that sort of thing. Number 4 and number 28, flow. Just going with the flow. One more. And something you'll require patience for. Birthing new ideas with all those bunnies there. Maybe it'll give you ideas. Being rooted, grounded in nature. I'm seeing that twice here. Lots of trees. Trees, trees, trees. So maybe trees are going to be significant somehow. Okay? Owl in the tree. Tree. All right. Just noticing all the trees. So maybe there's some heritage too for you with it. Ancestral as well with the trees. All right, let's get a few from Ancestor Spirit Oracle, please, Spirit, for Capricorn. All right. Enjoy music, instruments, sound, and tone. Spider was just crawling on my window looking for a place to go. So maybe the spiders do represent community and coming together, right? And weaving soul family and stuff. So as well as connecting with ancestors as well. So that may be something significant to this read since. Hi, Spidey. Hi, Miss Spidey. How you doing? Tune in and connect. Nonverbal communication, intuition, and messages, okay? So this may actually be something that improves not just your physical, but something you'll use your physical body as a conduit for. That'll also tap into your spiritual and mental health as well, okay? I love that card. And find your voice. Maybe singing is really it. I'm thinking throat singing. I'm thinking shamanic drumming, chanting, that sort of thing might be a way for you to physically connect that way. You might have to physically tap it. right? As opposed to just meditating or using sacred smoke or something. You might actually have to use your physical being to tap in. And maybe that's what's for your physical health too. You could be raising your frequency, and that's why, or needing to at this time, okay? Maybe your body's having a hard time catching up, or it's done all it can for the old frequency you're in, and now you're about to move into a new frequency, so maybe you're doing some prep work for your body to get ready for that change. All right, let's get 4 from the Kipper. General Aries. Where the collective can look, our Capricornian collective can look. Sun, Moon, Rising. For more ideas. All right. Something you absolutely adore and love doing. Okay. This could also be a partnership with somebody that you adore and love to work with. Okay. 15 breaks down to 6. That may be significant for you. All right. 16 breaks down to a 7, his thoughts. So maybe something you've really been thinking about. So you already know what this is. Perhaps you are this 20s, 30s something younger man who happens to be entrepreneurial and good with numbers and maybe a businessman, business oriented, methodical, strategic. Or this could be a person around you, okay? That might have the ideas of what to do, all right? Or would want to get involved somehow. Maybe he might want to finance some things. All right. Perhaps finance some things. Okay, well, 27 breaks down to a 9, unexpected money. That could also mean abundance for me as well. Just like, you know, something that just lifts your spirits in the moment, right? Gets you up out of a slump, you know, something like that, right? So, let's see what the Doggo Tarot has for you advice-wise, and maybe also some identifiers. All right. And I will be reading for the book because this deck has different meanings for a lot of things. It does follow a little bit traditionally, but it plays around a little bit. It likes to be silly like dogs are. All right. You have 7 of Cups and the reversed. So it looks like you have a lot of options and you might be a little overwhelmed by the choices, okay? So, what Spirit wants you to work for, you'll have a lot of choice, right? Just balance out, right? Find a balance. Use your intuition for this, okay? See what you can afford to do, because money may be an issue, especially if this dude hasn't showed up, okay? In that energy, right? You might have to create it yourself. Okay, but you might be working in a group setting, because I do see that with the meerkat, okay? You might have to plan some stuff. Just take your time with it, okay? There may be some new thing popping up all the time. I also see that with this weekend in ambulance. Maybe a change of plans. This could also be in addition to plans, like maybe you only planned for 2 people to go somewhere and a third wants to come along, and then you got to say, okay, can we afford it? let me redo the numbers, right? And figure out how much that's going to cost for the 3 of us now, not the 2 of us, right? So you might have a lot of options, okay? And a lot of things may be confusing about it. There may be some switch ups, so stay flexible a little bit. In the reverse, 7 of Cups could also mean things manifesting. It could mean actuality, like the obvious choices coming through. You'll have tons of them, but you'll come out of that confusion, right? Some goals are more achievable than others, and you may have been confused by too many choices. You have now made a decision, or you might need to make one, right? And have something solid that you can focus on. So if you aren't in a position to do something, a big plan, like majorly on Front Street right now, try something smaller, okay? Get a little appetizer going for yourself, okay? That's what I have for you, Capricorn. Have a good one. Bye.